What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, and today we're doing a video about how to deal with older family members, toxic family members that really aren't serving you, who aren't really working so smoothly with you, who may get an attitude with you, who may not even understand you, who you may tell them your dreams and your aspirations, and they just don't think much of it. They just say, yeah, cool, good for you, whatever, you know, and I can relate to that, like I'm about to open up about that. I'm about to open up and share how I'm dealing with it in my life and how I've dealt with it in the past and how you can deal with it, you know, to become your best self. Like we are born into a family. We're born into a family and we don't control who our family is. Some of us got really lucky, some of us not so much, you know. But ultimately, whenever we have time to be with them, we can really see whether it's the right fit or not. And my bad, I'm taking a little long to talk because I'm actually recording at my grandma's house, and I hear my aunt and my dad talking. So I'm making sure they don't interrupt this video. And if they do, I'll record a part two. But I got the door closed. But anyways, so basically, like, how to deal with family members no longer serving you, you know, who may not be having your best interests at hand, who maybe are always nagging at you, nagging family members, toxic family members, or friends, you know. This also applies to friends too, but mainly family because I'm really speaking about it. For me, you gotta love them from a distance, like spend time with them. But once you start noticing that you're waking up, that you're escaping this matrix, then they're not going to see things the same way. Like for me, I love weed. I love ganja. I love cannabis. You know, I'm a huge Bob Marley fan. I'm a huge Wiz Khalifa fan, and Snoop Dogg and Dr. Sabi. And they're all some stoners, you know. But guess what? My parents, they don't even like weed. They never get high. They might have tried it once in their life and I guess they didn't like it, you know. So that's why they are how they are. Like I would always have to sneak out when I was living with them. I would always have to sneak out and do my own thing and smoke, you know. And then even when I moved out and I was doing my own thing, they still would be very trying to get me to be very cautious and saying it's bad, saying it's gonna hurt you, and saying that it's not legal, and it is in a lot of states actually in the United States, you know. However, some of us aren't blessed with being in a recreational state, a medicinal state. Some of us in the South or whatever, you already know what it's like. We gotta take that risk. It's kind of sad that we gotta hide what we love. A healing herb such as cannabis. A herb proven to help out heal many different ailments. You know, but yet in some parts of the world it's not legal. You know, excuse me. We can see Brittany Griner. She's doing a long time for some small amount of weed. A pen, a vape pen, you know. And free Brittany Griner. You know what I mean? It's sad that she's locked up over something silly as that. You know, a big middle finger to Russia. You know, that's messed up. But anyways, like me with the weed, with the cannabis, with the ganja, with the herb, you know, I'm over here and where I'm at is legal. You know, there's dispensaries. But guess what? We're not going to the dispensaries. We're here to spend family time. And I've had to accept that. You know, that they don't want me over here smoking, getting high. Oh, I thought I overheard them coming. But anyways, yeah. So I've had to deal with that. You know, that's been a huge blow. You know, no matter how much I've tried to talk with them and just say, hey, it's good, it's legal here. We don't gotta worry about looking over our shoulder. You know, it's safe. I'll pay for it. They still have a closed mind about it. And I've had to accept that that's just the way they are. You know, they signed up to get the shots, the vaccines, and everything, and they're on board with this whole thing. They wear their masks whenever they go out in the public. You know, they watch the news, the TV all the time. And that's really that. You know, I've had to accept that's them. You know, they want to be stuck in the matrix, that's going to be them. You know, I just got to love them from the distance. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard, you know, because I be wanting to love them so much. You know, I be putting out so much energy, good vibes. You know, sharing, hey, mom, you have diabetes. You can go get some of Dr. Sebi's son's herbs, you know, and you can heal yourself. Dad, you have high blood pressure and bad knees. You know, you can get some herbs from Dr. Sebi's son or Dr. Sebi's family, you know, and you can heal yourself. You can practice a more alkaline diet. You can let go of meat, you know, because processed meats causes cancer, you know, and dairy. And I've said this to them so many times, and they've seen a transformation within myself. They've seen me lose weight, get real lean, and they've seen my skin start glowing, me growing a full beard and everything. And you know, they're still stuck in the ways. Who knows? Maybe it takes time for them to get inspired. Maybe I just gotta back off and let them make that decision on their own. You know, that's what I'm about to do. You know, but you know, just seeing my grandma, she's 99. She's recovering from a few falls, you know. So she's in rehab, but she's making her way back. And my aunt, one of my aunts has dementia. So she may not even remember me, you know. So like seeing all this, and my mom is like older. She has to use a motorized cart, to you know, get around in the grocery stores at Walmart or whatever. She has to use one of those motorized carts, and she has a cane, you know, and it's hard for her to get in and out of the car. It takes some time, and I develop a lot of patience. You know, it's hard for me to see that. I just desire to see them like spring chickens again, you know, but they're not. They're getting a lot older, you know, they're pushing some years, you know, and I gotta be strong. You know, that's why I go so hard with this alkaline, vegan, plant based stuff and herbs and healing because I'm here to be healthy. I'm here to live a long life of longevity, a healthy life, and of abundance. I don't need to slave away at a job that I hate, too. You know, I'm here to do what I love forever and get paid for it, you know. So that's basically that. Um, I've been dealing with it. I just accept it and let go. You know, I've shared what I've had to share. I've expressed my feelings very clearly. And some people will only change when they want to change. Like me being vegan or alkaline, plant based, whatever. You know, it wasn't overnight. I got inspired to change. I knew a vegan before I was vegan, and that didn't make me change. I had to change for myself, you know, getting real with myself. And that's the choice people got to make, the decision people got to make. My family, your family, friends. This also applies to friends too. I have friends that smoke cigarettes, that drink heavy, that sleep all day. You know what I mean? And it's like real depressing. It's real low vibration. When we may share a common ground like liking weed or getting high, which is a good thing, but then we have so many differences, so many things against each us, and that's what makes it hard to love these people. That's why I find myself alone a lot, because there is nobody else like me. You will not find another Sky Blackwell, you know, and yeah. So basically, I spend my time alone, you know, and I do my best to be an alchemist. I'm always being an alchemist around my family and around some of these friends whenever I do get around them, just to make the best out of situations, turning the best out of the worst, and not letting external events govern my internal condition. That's what alchemy is. So that's what I do, and like that's how I deal with it. I just accept it. I'm an alchemist, and also I have faith for the future. I have a positive look on it. I'm like, hey, maybe one day they will change, or one day they will get healthier, you know, or they will ask me for guidance or help or advice, you know, if I just let go, you know, or maybe they won't, you know. And some of that is actually kind of disturbing to think about, if you got older family members who are getting old and like they still are stuck in their old ways that they've been knowing all their life, and all the generations have been doing the same thing. That's all they know. It's been passed down after each generation. We got to break the generational curses. That's what I'm doing. And it's hard when we go out to eat at a steakhouse. There's nothing for us vegans to eat except for the sides. Maybe. Some of them might have butter on it, or it might be breaded with something like okra. It might be breaded with something, and it may not fully be vegan. It may only be vegetarian. So it can be kind of hard eating with family when you're plant based, when you're awake, when you're woke, when you're unplugging from the matrix. So yeah, but yeah, I'll let y'all go. I'm gonna wrap up this video with another video coming up soon. Y'all take care. It's Eternal Authenticity Broadcasting live. Peace.